Have you ever felt like you were meant for something greater, but couldn't quite put your finger on what it is? Deep within, there's a whisper telling you that success is on the horizon, yet it seems just out of reach, lingering in the shadows of your everyday life. What if I told you that success isn't something waiting for you at the end of a distant path, but something already embedded within you, quietly unfolding in the most unexpected ways? The truth is, the signs that you are destined for greatness are already there, and you've been overlooking them all along. Carl Jung once spoke of the unconscious forces that drive us, hidden beneath the surface of our daily consciousness. He believed that the path to self-realization was not just a matter of reaching a goal, but rather a journey of awakening to the deeper truths that reside within us. These truths are not always loud or obvious, but they manifest in subtle signs. Those moments when something inside you stirs, when you're on the brink of a breakthrough, yet you can't quite see the full picture. And that's exactly where you stand right now, on the cusp of something extraordinary, unable to recognize the magnitude of the signs that surround you. Maybe you've been working tirelessly, striving for success in your career, personal life, or creative endeavors, yet it feels like you're not getting the recognition you deserve. Maybe you've experienced setbacks, doubts, and moments of frustration where it seemed like the world was moving in one direction, while you stood still. But what if all those struggles, those moments of doubt, were not setbacks at all, but the very signs that point toward your destined success? The truth is, failure is not an indication of your inadequacy. It's often a necessary part of the journey that builds the foundation for your ultimate triumph. Jung's wisdom reminds us that our deepest desires, fears, and potentials lie dormant within the psyche, waiting for the right conditions to emerge. What if everything you've gone through, every struggle, every triumph, every moment of pain, has been preparing you for something much larger than you can imagine? Could it be that the success you've been seeking is not something you need to chase, but something you need to recognize within yourself? The signs are there, guiding you, urging you to awaken to your true potential. All that's left to do is learn how to see them. So, take a moment to stop and reflect. Have you noticed the subtle signs in your life? The recurring themes, the coincidences, the unexpected opportunities? Have you felt that inner push, even when doubt seemed to cloud your mind? These signs are not random. They are the universe, your unconscious, aligning in ways that are designed to lead you toward the success that is already yours to claim. It's time to stop questioning and start recognizing the incredible power that resides within you. What you need is already within reach. It's just waiting for you to see it. Have you ever wondered if the life you're living is the one you were meant to have? It's a question that lingers in the back of your mind, often drowned out by the noise of everyday life, but deep down, something stirs within you, a subtle pull towards something greater. You may not see it clearly yet, but there are invisible forces at play, guiding you, shaping your journey. What if everything you've experienced, every twist and turn of your life, is part of a grand design? A design you're only beginning to recognize? Carl Jung believed that our unconscious mind is a powerful, often hidden force that shapes the trajectory of our lives. He argued that the symbols, dreams, and patterns we experience are not mere coincidences, but expressions of our deeper self trying to make its presence known. You might not be consciously aware of it, but these forces are working behind the scenes, leading you down a path that is uniquely yours. Perhaps the struggles you've faced are not signs of failure, but of transformation, pushing you toward the person you're destined to become. The journey to success is rarely linear. It's not a simple climb up a ladder. It's more like navigating a labyrinth of internal and external challenges. At times, you might feel lost, uncertain, or even stuck. Yet, it's in these moments of confusion where the deepest growth occurs. Jung's work emphasized the importance of embracing the shadow, the parts of ourselves that we often reject or fear. These shadows are not obstacles. They are the key to unlocking the next stage of our personal evolution. in a sense, your greatest. Successes may be hidden in plain sight, wrapped in the very struggles you wish to avoid. In every challenge there's a lesson waiting to be learned, a sign pointing toward your potential. But how do you recognize these signs? It's not always as clear as you'd hope. Sometimes they come in the form of uncomfortable situations or unexpected setbacks that force you to stretch beyond what you thought was possible. But if you take a step back and look closely, you'll begin to see a pattern emerging, a thread weaving its way through the tapestry of your life. This thread is guiding you towards success, even if you don't fully understand its significance yet. Perhaps you've already experienced moments that feel like small victories. Maybe you've encountered a series of coincidences that have felt too aligned to be just random. These are not accidents. They are the very signs you've been waiting for, showing you that success is already taking root. What you might not realize is that you are already on the path to greatness. The road you're walking is not one you need to force or push. It's a journey of recognition and acceptance. The more you open your eyes to the signs, the more you'll realize that you're not just destined for success, you're already on the verge of it. It's easy to overlook the small things, the subtle whispers that life sends your way. We live in a world obsessed with the loud, the obvious, and the immediate. Yet, the most profound signs of your destiny often come in moments that are quiet and fleeting. Carl Jung called these moments the synchronicities of life, meaningful coincidences that appear when you least expect them. But how many times have you dismissed these fleeting signs as mere chance? How many opportunities have you let slip by, unaware that they were the key to unlocking your success? Jung believed that the universe speaks to us in symbols, dreams, and seemingly random events. But these are not random at all. In fact, they are invitations to become more attuned to the path you are meant to walk. It's as if the universe is conspiring to reveal your true potential, urging you to pay attention. But the problem is that most people are too distracted by the noise around them to notice these subtle messages. And this is where the shift happens, when you begin to tune out the chaos and listen to the quiet, persistent whispers of your own inner wisdom. Success isn't always a clear destination. It's a process of discovery. At times, you may find yourself encountering the same challenges, over and over, as though life is trying to teach you something. These are the moments that test your resilience, your patience, and your ability to persevere. But Jung would argue that these struggles are not hindrances. They are invitations to dig deeper, to confront your fears, and to transform. Success, in this sense, is not something you achieve, but something you uncover. You are becoming the person who can handle the challenges that will bring about your greatness. Perhaps you've noticed that certain themes keep resurfacing in your life, certain patterns that seem to follow you no matter where you go. This repetition is not coincidence. It is the universe's way of showing you that there's something important here, something that requires your attention. Whether it's a particular type of challenge or a recurring emotion, these patterns hold clues to your potential. In the same way that dreams offer us insights into our unconscious, these recurring life experiences offer you a chance to explore your deepest desires and unfulfilled potential. The more you begin to recognize these signs, the more you'll realize how interconnected your life really is. Success isn't a distant goal. It's woven into the very fabric of your experiences. The subtle patterns that you might have dismissed are the markers of your path. Once you start to embrace them, to truly see them for what they are, you'll begin to understand that your success was never out of reach. It's been right there with you all along, waiting for you to awaken to it. Do you ever feel like there's something deep within you, something unexplored, that is guiding your every decision? It's as if your life is unfolding in ways that seem beyond your control, yet at the same time, perfectly aligned with your deepest desires. Carl Jung believed that our unconscious mind holds immense power, shaping our actions, emotions, and even our destiny in ways we are often unaware of. The unconscious isn't just a passive force, it is a dynamic, active part of our psyche, continuously guiding us toward our higher purpose. And this power, this force, is already shaping your path to success. Jung often spoke of the self, a deeper, more integrated version of who we truly are, beyond the roles we play and the personas we create. This self is what we are meant to become, and it is always at work beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. But how often do we ignore its subtle nudges? How many times have you felt a deep pull towards something, only to dismiss it because it didn't fit within your current understanding of success? This is the work of the unconscious mind, planting seeds of possibility in your soul, inviting you to step into your true potential, even when you don't fully recognize it yet. The unconscious communicates with us in many ways, often through dreams, emotions, or spontaneous ideas that seem to come out of nowhere. These moments of insight or inspiration are not accidents. They are the whispers of your true self, guiding you to the path that will lead to success. It's easy to overlook them, especially when the external world is filled with distractions. But when you start to trust in these inner prompts, you begin to unlock the doors to your own potential. You stop relying on external validation and start listening to the wisdom that has always been inside you. This is where your power lies, not in what the world tells you, but in what your inner world reveals to you. Every time you listen to that inner voice, every time you pay attention to the signs that arise from your unconscious, you take another step toward the success that is waiting for you. It might not be clear at first, and it may even feel uncertain. But trust that these moments of inspiration and insight are pieces of a puzzle that is slowly coming together. Success is not about force or pushing harder. It's about surrendering to the flow of your own unconscious wisdom and allowing it to guide you. What's fascinating is that the more you begin to align with your deeper self, the more you'll start to notice that the world around you begins to shift. Opportunities, people, and circumstances that seemed distant or unrelated will start to come together in ways that are too meaningful to ignore. You're not forcing success to happen. You're allowing it to emerge naturally from the unconscious, forces that have been working within you all along. And in that space, you'll see the truth. You were never as far from success as you thought. Do you ever feel torn between who you are and who you know you could be? That inner tension, the push and pull between the comfort of your current reality and the vast potential that seems just beyond your reach, isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of transformation. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow is essential here. This part of the psyche holds the aspects of ourselves that we repress, deny, or fail to fully acknowledge. And paradoxically, it is in confronting these hidden parts of ourselves that we unlock the deepest layers of our true potential. Your success will not come from staying comfortable. It will come from embracing the parts of you that you've avoided, feared, or tried to suppress. The shadow is not inherently negative. It is simply the part of us that has not been fully integrated into our conscious lives. The aspects of ourselves we reject, the traits we think are flaws or weaknesses, are often the very traits that can propel us to success. These parts are like raw material waiting to be shaped into something powerful. Jung believed that when we confront our shadow, we can use its energy to fuel our growth. The struggle you feel inside, the moments of self-doubt or fear, are invitations to grow beyond the limits you've set for yourself. It is in these moments of inner conflict that you experience the most profound transformation. Transformation is never easy. It's often uncomfortable, even painful. But it is through this discomfort that you shed the old layers of your identity and begin to reveal the true self beneath. The success you are destined for is not just about achieving external goals. It's about the internal work you do to reconcile all aspects of who you are. When you embrace your shadow, you become more whole, more authentic, and more aligned with the person you are meant to be. Success, in this sense, is not an external destination. It's the internal journey of becoming who you truly are. Perhaps you've already started to notice moments when your inner conflict pushes you to grow. Maybe you've encountered challenges that forced you to rethink your beliefs or confront long-held fears. These are the exact moments that lead to the most significant breakthroughs. When you stop resisting the discomfort of transformation and allow yourself to face the parts of you that you've been avoiding, you will see the doors to your success begin to open. You won't need to seek success outside of yourself anymore. You'll realize that it has been within you all along, waiting to be revealed through your own growth. The key is in the willingness to face these challenges with courage, knowing that each step forward is a step toward the life you've always dreamed of. Embrace your shadow, not as something to be feared, but as the raw material for your own evolution. In doing so, you will unlock the full potential of who you are, and only then will you be able to recognize that success is not something you need to chase. It is something you are destined to claim, once you've fully embraced all that you are. Have you ever found yourself pretending to be someone you're not, just to fit in, to gain approval, or to conform to societal expectations? In moments of insecurity, we often seek validation from the outside world, adjusting our true selves to meet the demands of others. But the truth is, the more you abandon your authentic self, the further you stray from the path of true success. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are. This is the key to unlocking your potential and finding the success you've been searching for. Success doesn't come from being like everyone else. It comes from embracing your unique qualities and stepping into the fullness of who you are. But for many, this requires a shift in perspective, a realization that your value isn't determined by how much you blend in or conform. Jung argued that each person carries an inner spark, a unique essence that is their true power. The more you embrace this uniqueness, the more you will align with your true purpose in life. Success flows naturally from this alignment, because it is no longer about proving your worth. It is about living authentically, in harmony with the deepest parts of yourself. In a world that constantly pushes for conformity, the act of embracing your true self can feel revolutionary. Yet this is where your greatest power lies. The success you are destined for cannot be found in the shadows of other people's expectations. It can only be found in the light of your own authenticity. When you stop hiding behind masks and start showing up as your true self, you tap into a wellspring of potential that has always been within you. And that, my friend, is when the magic happens. Jung's philosophy teaches us that the journey toward self-acceptance is not always an easy one. It requires deep introspection and the courage to face the parts of ourselves we've long avoided. But once we make peace with who we truly are, something extraordinary occurs. The external world begins to reflect our inner harmony. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will suddenly present themselves, relationships will deepen, and success will start to flow naturally. This is not coincidence. It is the direct result of aligning with your authentic self. Embrace who you are, not in spite of your flaws, but because of them. Recognize that your quirks, your struggles, and your individuality are the very ingredients that make you capable of extraordinary success. You don't need to change to fit in. You need to change to stand out by embracing your uniqueness. When you do this, you'll find that the world begins to work with you, not against you. Success isn't a distant dream. It is the natural byproduct of living in alignment with the truth of who you are. Have you ever experienced a moment in life when everything seemed to fall into place in ways that felt almost magical? Perhaps you were at a crossroads, uncertain about your next step, and then, out of nowhere, an opportunity presented itself, seemingly by chance. Carl Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity, the meaningful coincidence of events that are not causally related but hold deep significance. These moments are not accidents. They are signs from the universe, guiding you along the path of your true purpose. The universe is constantly working with you, not against you, to bring your destiny to life. When you start to pay attention to the subtle synchronicities in your life, you'll notice that things start to align in ways that feel too significant to be random. A person you needed to meet shows up just when you're looking for guidance. An unexpected event leads you to an idea that becomes your breakthrough. These are the whispers of the universe, telling you that you are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't always feel like it. Jung believed that these coincidences are not mere luck, they are the universe's way of confirming that you are on the right path. One of the most profound aspects of synchronicity is that it often occurs when you are in a state of flow, when you are fully aligned with your purpose, acting from a place of authenticity and trusting the process of life. When you let go of the need to control every outcome and allow yourself to be guided by the flow of events, the universe responds in kind. Opportunities, ideas, and people start to show up at precisely the right moment. What you may have once thought of as coincidences are actually signs that you are in tune with the rhythm of the universe and that success is within your reach. But how often do we ignore these signs? How many times do we dismiss a seemingly random encounter or overlook an opportunity because it doesn't fit within our rigid expectations? Jung's wisdom teaches us that when we open ourselves to the flow of life and trust that everything is unfolding as it should, we unlock the true power of synchronicity. We stop trying to control every aspect of our journey and begin to embrace the organic unfolding of events that lead us exactly where we need to go. Success is not a destination you reach by force. It is a state of being, where you flow with life's rhythms and recognize the guidance that is always present. The more you align with this flow, the more you'll begin to see how everything in your life is interconnected. You'll realize that every challenge, every setback, and every triumph has been part of a greater plan, leading you to the success you are destined for. You are never truly alone on this journey. The universe is constantly conspiring in your favor. All you need to do is trust, open yourself to the possibilities, and let life unfold. When you do, you'll see that the success you've been seeking was never far away. It was always there, waiting for you to recognize it. In moments of struggle, when the weight of challenges feels too much to bear, have you ever asked yourself, "Am I truly cut out for this?" It's natural to question your path when you're faced with setbacks and obstacles that seem insurmountable. But what if I told you that these very struggles are not signs of failure, but indications that you are moving toward your destiny? Carl Jung believed that our trials and tribulations are not random. They are essential parts of our personal growth. Every difficulty you face is a step on the path toward success, even if it doesn't seem that way in the moment. Resilience is not about avoiding pain, it's about learning to navigate through it. Success does not come from a life free of challenges. It comes from the ability to rise each time you fall, to persist despite the odds. Jung's concept of individuation, the process of becoming your true self, requires that you face life's hardships with courage and fortitude. It is through these tests that you develop the strength, wisdom, and inner resources necessary to achieve your potential. Without resilience, success remains an abstract idea. It is only through persevering that you make it a tangible reality. Think about it. How many successful people have you heard of who achieved greatness without facing significant hardship? The truth is, success is often born from the fires of adversity. The resilience to overcome obstacles not only shapes your character, but it also builds the foundation for the success you seek. Every time you push forward, no matter how difficult the road, you are strengthening the very qualities that will propel you to greatness. It is in these moments of struggle that your true potential is revealed, and you are tested to see how badly you truly want to succeed. Perseverance requires belief. Belief that what you are striving for is worth the effort. Belief that the journey has purpose, even when the outcome seems uncertain. In those dark moments of self-doubt, remember that success is not a straight line. It is a winding path full of unexpected turns. The moments you feel most defeated are often the ones right before a breakthrough. Your ability to persevere through the toughest times is directly linked to your success. The universe doesn't reward those who give up at the first sign of adversity. It rewards those who keep going, who refuse to quit when the going gets tough. The key is to embrace resilience as a part of your process, not as something to fear, but as something that will shape and refine you into the person you are meant to become. You are destined for greatness, but greatness doesn't come without effort. Stay the course, trust in the process, and know that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and closer to your ultimate success. Have you ever felt an inner pull, an instinctive feeling, guiding you toward a decision or path, even though logic or reason didn't seem to align with it? This is not just coincidence. This is the voice of your intuition, an invaluable tool that Carl Jung believed was integral to understanding your true self. Your intuition is not a random sensation. It's the subconscious mind speaking to you, offering guidance from a deeper part of your being that holds the key to your success. And the more you learn to listen to it, the closer you come to realizing your true potential. Jung referred to this inner voice as the self, the totality of the unconscious and conscious mind. It's the part of you that already knows where you are meant to go, what you are meant to become. But in a world that often prioritizes logic and rational thinking, we are taught to dismiss our intuition. We second-guess our gut feelings, believing that they're not as reliable as concrete evidence. But the truth is, your intuition is one of your most powerful allies in the quest for success. It connects you to the deeper truths of your existence, helping you navigate the complexity of life with clarity and confidence. The more you tune in to your intuition, the more it becomes a guiding compass, pointing you toward opportunities that your conscious mind might overlook. It's the subtle nudge that leads you to make connections with the right people, take risks that feel right, and make decisions that feel aligned with your purpose. Jung argued that intuition is not some mystical force. It is simply the unconscious mind synthesizing vast amounts of information, giving you insights that logic alone cannot. In essence, it is your mind working in harmony with your soul, providing you with the wisdom you need to step into your success. But how often do we ignore our intuition in favor of external validation or societal expectations? How often do we find ourselves on paths that others have chosen for us, simply because we didn't trust ourselves enough to listen to our inner voice? Jung's work teaches us that true success is not about following someone else's map. It's about creating your own, guided by the wisdom within you. The more you trust your intuition, the more you'll find that it leads you exactly where you need to be. The opportunities, the relationships, and the success you're searching for are all closer than you think, if you learn to trust the voice that's been whispering to you all along. Your intuition is not a luxury or a fleeting feeling. It is your birthright. It is the part of you that has been honed over lifetimes, guiding you toward your purpose with precision and clarity. The more you tune into it, the more it becomes a tool that empowers you to make decisions with confidence and certainty. When you listen to your intuition, you align yourself with the flow of the universe, allowing success to unfold naturally. It's not about forcing things to happen. It's about being in sync with your deeper self, allowing life to unfold in its own time and pace. How often do you take the time to truly reflect on your life, to sit in silence and listen to the voice inside you? In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, to rush from one task to the next without ever stopping to ask, what is this all for? What am I truly seeking? Yet it is in the stillness and the act of self-reflection that the greatest revelations occur. Carl Jung believed that self-awareness is one of the most powerful tools in our journey toward success. It's through understanding our inner world, our desires, our fears, and our unconscious patterns that we can align with our true purpose and move toward the success we are destined for. Self-awareness is not just about recognizing your strengths, it's about acknowledging your weaknesses, your insecurities, and your past. Jung understood that the unconscious mind holds the key to understanding our true nature. By embracing both the light and the shadow within us, we can break free from the limitations that hold us back. Success isn't just about external achievements. It's about understanding who you are at your core and acting from a place of genuine self-understanding. When you truly know yourself, you are empowered to make choices that are in alignment with your highest potential. Think of the moments in your life when you've made a decision from a place of clarity and deep self-understanding. These moments didn't happen by accident. They were the result of a deep connection to your true self. When you are aware of your values, your desires, and the fears that may be holding you back, you are able to make decisions that move you closer to your authentic path. Jung's concept of individuation is the process of integrating all aspects of the self, including the unconscious, into your conscious life. It's only when you become aware of all the parts of who you are, both the light and the dark, that you can truly step into your power and move toward the success that awaits you. Self-awareness also allows you to recognize patterns in your life that may be hindering your progress. Are you repeating the same mistakes over and over? Are you staying stuck in situations or relationships that no longer serve you? Jung believed that by becoming aware of these unconscious patterns, you could break free from them and create new paths for growth. The more you engage in self-reflection, the more you will see where you are limiting yourself, and the more you will be able to make the necessary changes to align yourself with your true potential. This awareness is not about judgment. It's about compassion and understanding. It's about recognizing that you are constantly evolving, and that every step on your journey has value, even if it doesn't always look like success in the traditional sense. When you make self-awareness a daily practice, you unlock a powerful tool that will guide you toward success. It's through knowing yourself deeply that you can make empowered decisions, align with your purpose, and manifest the success that has always been within you. Success isn't just about external validation. It's about the deep connection you have with yourself and the choices you make from that place of knowing. The more self-aware you become, the more aligned you will be with your true path, and the more effortlessly success will unfold. You've learned that success isn't a destination. It's a journey, one that unfolds with each step you take. But how many times have you felt frustrated by the pace of your progress, or wondered why things aren't happening fast enough? The desire for instant gratification is natural, especially in a world that celebrates quick success stories and overnight transformations. Yet, Carl Jung's work reminds us that real growth, the kind of growth that leads to lasting success, requires patience and trust in the process. It's easy to look at others and feel like you're falling behind. But the truth is, everyone's journey is different, and the timing of your success is not in your hands. Jung spoke of the importance of embracing the unknown, of being open to the unfolding of life's mysteries. Often, we try to control every aspect of our journey, but in doing so, we prevent ourselves from experiencing the magic that comes with uncertainty. When you learn to trust the process, you stop seeing setbacks as failures and start seeing them as necessary steps in your evolution. Just as a seed must break through the soil to reach the light, you too must go through periods of growth that are unseen, but crucial to your ultimate success. Success isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about allowing the process to take its course, knowing that each challenge you face is leading you to a higher version of yourself. So many of us get discouraged when the results aren't immediate, when the rewards aren't apparent. But consider this: every great success story was built over time, often in ways that were invisible to the outside world. The struggles, the lessons, and the small wins that no one saw were all part of the foundation that eventually led to the breakthrough. Your journey is no different. There may be times when you feel like you're moving in circles, or that the progress you're making is too slow. But if you look closely, you will see that every step is part of the bigger picture. Every lesson is necessary for your growth, and every delay is an opportunity for you to develop the strength and resilience needed to handle the success that is coming. Trusting the process also means learning to be present in the moment, rather than fixating on the outcome. When you are constantly focused on what's next, you miss the opportunities for growth that are available to you right now. Jung understood that life is a continuous process of becoming, and that our success isn't a fixed point. It's the unfolding of our potential over time. When you trust in the journey, you free yourself from the need to control every outcome and instead allow life to reveal its lessons and rewards at the right time. There is no such thing as a wasted step on the path to success. Every experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, is a building block toward the person you are meant to become. Remember, the most important thing is to keep going. The process of growth may be slower than you expect, but it is always happening. Embrace the uncertainty. Trust in your ability to navigate through challenges and know that each moment brings you closer to the success you are destined for. Trust the process, and in time, you will see that all the pieces of your journey have been leading you exactly where you need to be. As you reflect on the journey we've taken together, one thing becomes undeniably clear: success is not an external destination. It is the awakening of your inner potential. The signs that you are destined for greatness have always been there, woven into the very fabric of your being. The path to success has never been about seeking it outside yourself, but rather unlocking the hidden parts of you that have always known the way. From embracing your own self-awareness, to recognizing the patterns that shape your life, to trusting the process, even in the face of uncertainty, each step has led you closer to understanding the true nature of your destiny. Success is not a moment of arrival. It is a continuous unfolding of who you are meant to become. It is found in the moments when you step beyond your comfort zone, when you embrace the darkness and the light within you, and when you trust in the power of your own journey. This is the core of Carl Jung's wisdom, that the answers are not out there waiting to be discovered, but inside you, ready to be embraced. The sooner you recognize that the power to change your life rests in your hands, the sooner you can begin to see how success has always been yours to claim. You may have been blinded by the noise of the world, the distractions that tell you what success should look like, but now you see the truth. You are not defined by what others expect of you or by the timeline you've been conditioned to follow. The success that awaits you is uniquely yours. It is written in the stars, yes, but it is also deeply embedded in the quiet moments when you listen to the whispers of your soul. The process of becoming who you are meant to be is slow, but it is also profoundly beautiful. And when you reach that moment of realization, you will understand that all the struggles, all the waiting, and all the uncertainty were simply part of the sacred dance of transformation. So, let me ask you now, what will you do with the knowledge you've gained? The signs are clear and the path is illuminated. The only thing left for you to do is take that first step, no matter how small, towards the life you were destined to create. Don't wait for the perfect moment, for it may never come. Instead, embrace the imperfect, the messy, and the unknown. For it is in these moments that true success is forged. Every challenge you've faced, every obstacle you've overcome, has only made you stronger and more resilient. And now, you stand at the precipice of something truly magnificent, if you are willing to take the leap. As you step forward, I encourage you to reflect on this. The only thing standing between you and the life you deserve is your willingness to trust the process, to believe in the signs, and to honor the journey that is unfolding right before your eyes. So, take a deep breath, acknowledge your power, and step into your destiny with confidence and courage. Your success is not just a dream, it is an inevitable reality, waiting to be claimed by you. And now, with this understanding, the universe, is ready to meet you halfway. If you found value in this journey, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment with your thoughts and subscribe so that together we can continue exploring the depths of success, growth, and self-discovery. Your story is only just beginning, and the world is waiting to see what you will create.